The duck on the corner is very good. Also, what does the stream title say for you guys? Okay, good. That's good. Oh, when the Discord was pinged, we love that. So yes, we are here. Again, it's Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? It is Wednesday. Okay. To be fair, paperclips didn't work on my other computer, but that was an OBS issue because I had like a setting weird or something for a while. Is this volume too much? I physically can't tell. But basically every week I'm using a different program because each of them has like 7-day trial periods and I don't want to spend money. So this week we're using StreamYard with a funny little duck in the corner. And we're late because it takes me forever to set anything up on this Chromebook. It took me 15 minutes to get my icon in the bottom left there, and it doesn't even look that good. Let me check volume by opening up my own stream on my phone, shall we? But yeah, Universal Paperclips is today. It's planned. Okay, my voice is a bit loud. I don't think I can change that. Nope, I don't think I can do anything about that, actually. Wait. What's this? Audio? Speaker, echo cancellation. Echo cancellation? I don't want to cancel echo. Automatically adjust mic volume. Sure, we'll keep. I don't know, man. I don't think my voice is clipping today, which is good. I paused the music again. There we go. Oh wait, what happens if I do this? Haha. That's kind of fun. That's fun for just talking, I think. It's not the best. It looks awful. But that's where we're at in terms of quality. I'm not just a black box. It took me 15 minutes to get this image onto my computer because it takes forever to do literally anything on a Chromebook. But I'm not mad at this. I feel like at the end of this, what is playing? Okay, no, we're skipping this. At the end of this, I want to do a tier list of like websites to stream on once I get my actual computer back. I think that would be really funny. What is this? Okay, maybe we not. But yeah, so we're doing universal paper clips because I figure surely that can't destroy my computer, right? We'll see. We'll see. I wanted to do universal paper clips like a couple months ago, I think. where it was like a competition between a bunch of us to see who could like win first, basically. But that wasn't working when I set it up for a stupid reason. And I did want that to be the first time I played it, but I kind of don't have anything else to play right now, so we're gonna try that. And maybe later on we'll do another Universal Paperclips, like, tournament, I guess. Yeah, I'm still trying to stream once a week because I like it and I want to update everyone on my life. Because I've only got a couple more weeks of university. But then I only have like a month before I have to go back. So hopefully I'm able to make some videos in that time. Aw, thank you. Wait. I think this program allows me to show chat on the stream as well. That's fun. I also wish technology would stop hating me. Wait, what can I... This has an overlay. What does this look like? Never mind. Haha. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This isn't... Is this DMC free? I don't know. Get me out of here. That was just me opening up the chat again. We love that. Oh my gosh. Give it a minute. Are we back? Are we good? Hello. I think I'm just destroying my Chromebook even more every time I do this. Also, my voice is gonna be awful today because my nose has been awful today. And just lately, it's getting like... The weather's changing and my nose is getting bad. What song is this? Oh. Nightcore. Okay. I'm gonna try and open up Universal Paperclip, so it might go really bad for a second. This one. I like that the little icon is in white, so it kind of blends in, so you just kind of see a duck in the corner. Let me see if you can hear me. Okay, I think we're good, actually. This might work. Cross your fingers. I should stop jinxing myself. Actually, we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna sit a little bit away from the mic, because it's loud. Okay. Solid game so far. Solid game. Oh, there it is. Okay. Amazing. Is this working? Is it working? We're just gonna go. So, we basically just sit here and click the make paperclip button. And that's the game. But apparently it gets like really intense the more you go. Ooh, we can see clips per second. $89. We're just gonna use up all the wire and then see what we can get from that. But how's everyone's days? We're at the paper mill. Paper clip mill, not the paper mill. That's much different. Making paper is so interesting. Because it's actually very easy to recycle. It does use quite a bit of water, though. Which isn't the greatest, you know? Oh, we're cutting a little bit in and out, aren't we? just a tad cutting in and out. Wait, why did the cost of wire go up? Why does the cost of wire still keep going up? Okay, maybe we buy auto clippers. Let's do that. What do you mean you can't see the game? Oh yeah, wait. What? Uh, that's odd. Hold on. This doesn't make sense.
I've been up 3 nights.
I'm in the game. How is it not showing though? How is it frozen on the stream only? How does that work? Okay. What? Hold on. Um. in display. It's literally like I'm sharing my entire screen, so it should be sharing what I see. And the Twitch side of it froze somehow. Maybe. Hello. Hello. Please. Stream the little duck thing. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so the site I was using crashed, and when that happens, I have to wait. But thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Chromebook streaming is literally only built for just chatting sections, which isn't amazing, is what I've learned. So we could do a little just chatting. I could play some music on my phone over the mic. um, oh, we love this. We love this. I'm not rapping, Corey. That's not what's gonna happen. No, no, not happening. Not happening. uh, um. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, geez. Yeah, I debated not going live and just doing like a Twitter space. Twitter spaces are just kind of like, I guess, kind of live streaming on Twitter, but only for like your voice. I don't think you can have your camera on. But usually on those, people just like do Q&As. So we could do a little Q&A here. Usually what bigger streamers will do is they'll be like, use the hashtag something something, and then I'll like pick questions, but I feel like I can read chat well enough. We could do a Q&A. Or I wonder, no. Okay, so if Universal Paperclips breaks my stream, my favorite color, dude, man, I wonder. Jeez, man, I wonder what my favorite color is. Paperclips 1, boys. The conditions would be not be on stream, I think, actually. I'm gonna close the Paperclips tab. I consider myself average at Minecraft PvP. Okay. How am I gonna do this? How can I do this? What is my favorite band? That's a good question. Hold on. Let me change like some stream stuff and then we can get into actually answering some questions. So think of some questions. Let me change. Let me change the title. Where's that? There we go. We'll go into just chatting. We love Twitch. I do love Twitch. This is not Twitch's fault. I wonder if I can. The first story that comes to mind. Okay, I could tell you a couple stories from just this week. I'm gonna. This might be really bad quality. Let's see if I can play music out of my Chromebook, just so I have some background music. Oh, it's playing out of my. I'm about to sneeze. It auto plays sounds out of my second monitor and not the actual Chromebook. This is basically a Twitter space, but on Twitch now, okay? That's what we're doing, everyone. Thank you for joining. You can kind of hear that. This is going to be much more chill. This looks horrendous. Actually, Paperclips 2. I've tried to stream this game twice. Is the music crunchy? Where's the speakers on this? Could I put the mic near the speakers? There, you're facing the Chrome boom. It's so bad. Actually, let me hear this. Where's my earbuds? Welcome to my sleepover. It's so bad. Oh no. It stopped. Oh, it's because I paused it. Oh. Welcome to the Bones sleepover. Here, okay. What if I tweet out that I'm doing a Q&A? That's what this is turned into. Also, we're almost at a full year of streaming, which is hilarious. Q&A on Twitch. Okay, maybe not. Hold on. You're hiding from the kid that dumped sour cream and onion chips in your hair? Is this a thing that happened to you, or is currently happening to you? I worry. What? Like, purposely? Wait, did they do it purposely? But well, so I guess it's just chips. If it was like actual sour cream, that would absolutely suck. Aren't those like your favorite chips? Or no, Doritos are your favorite. Okay, what were the questions? Let me scroll up. Oh yeah, my favorite band. What? That's such a weird reason to purposely. What? That's such a weird reason. Oh yeah, my favorite band, Corey asks. Spotify Wrapped comes out next week, doesn't it? I think every year for Spotify Wrapped so far, it has told me that Mother Mother is my top band. So this isn't really music. This is better. So yeah, easy answer would be Mother Mother, because Canadian band, everyone knows Mother Mother. What was the other question? Oh yeah. So while we're doing this, let me tell you a story about what's been happening this past week, shall we? So, I live in an apartment building, which is very fun. I mean, I love it, but it's an apartment building, right? Story time. So, I think a week or two ago, they shut off the water in the building to do something. I don't know. They never really tell us what they're doing. They just sometimes shut off the water for a couple hours. I really enjoy the music. These just get worse and worse. But yeah, they shut off the water, right? And ever since then, like a couple days ago, our tap, like the water pressure's been really weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just been like weird. Like there's almost like too much water pressure, but it isn't like concentrated in the right way. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I guess our water just is messed up now. And then our tap started like dripping. I was like, well, that's not good. Obviously, that's never good. This is our like kitchen tap as well. And so I was like, okay, we'll call in maintenance. That is somehow a fair description. Ender. My music paused. Ender, thanks for the 6 months. How are you? We're doing a weird Q&A storytelling thing right now. Because that's all I can do. But thank you. I appreciate it. Do you enjoy the music? Nice, thought so. Thank you. We're gonna pretend this is a weird sleepover. I don't know what happened. Nothing on my end crashed. Whatever. Okay, at least I went to the what's the face called? Not like this face. What was I saying? Oh yeah, come on, Jerome Boom, please. So I like put in a maintenance request. I put in so many maintenance requests for this place. It's crazy, and I'm probably gonna keep putting in more because it's just like little things, and I'm like, I can't physically do this on my own. So I put in a maintenance request for the tap because I'm like, hey, our tap's dripping, and I'm not sure why or what caused it. And so they come in 2 days ago, and they try and fix it, and then they're like, yeah, we couldn't quite fix it, so we'll come in another 2 days. During that time, the tap continued to get worse and worse. So what started as just like dripping turned into the sink being on fully, and I can't stop it, and I can't turn it off, and the sink's just on now. And so they come in this morning. I'm asleep in my bed. I hear the maintenance people walk into our apartment. They look at the sink, and I just hear them go, fuck. I was like, yeah, dude. I like scramble out of bed. I'm like, in my pajamas still. I'm like, oh, hi. Yeah, that's our sink. It's been like that for a day. It's great. They've now turned off our water, so we don't have hot water for a couple days. Actually, about 6 days. We don't have hot water in the kitchen for about 6 days now. Maintenance guy bottom text. It was something. Yeah, I don't know what caused it. I kept like I was like overhearing them as well, and they're like keep finding new things wrong with it. They're like, oh, this needs to be replaced. This isn't. Who did this? Why did they do this? It's like, oh no. But the good thing is, since this is at least how my apartment does it, I don't have to pay for anything. It's not my fault. If I had like, oh, this reminded me of a dream now. Oh no. If I had like, okay. I don't know if I've told this dream on stream before. You guys get a free dream. I had a dream a couple months ago that Dawson replaced my roommate. Right? So Dawson was now living with me. And in the dream, I was like ending stream or whatever. I was playing a game and then I ended stream. And then I left my room. And Dawson had invited like a bunch of people over to my house. Or to, it was my apartment, but Dawson was just like living with me, I guess. And Dawson had like invited a bunch of people over. And I was like, dude, what the heck? And then I go to the kitchen, and Dawson and Gibby from iCarly, who doesn't have a shirt because it's Gibby from iCarly, is standing in my kitchen. And my sink tap is like mangled. Like it's just wrecked. Like Dawson broke my sink. And then I look to my left, and there's like this white toaster that's like burnt on the outside. I don't even own a toaster. But in this dream, somehow, Dawson like completely broke my entire sink and my toaster. And then I'm like, Dawson, why did you do this? And he's like, I don't know. And then in the dream, I just start punching Gibby in the stomach for no reason. And then I woke up. So, like, if I had. If I had like broken my sink like that, then I'd probably have to pay like a damage deposit. It was so rude of Dawson. That's one of my favorite dreams. It's so funny. He owes me a toaster. I don't even own a toaster. Dawson didn't. So yeah, hopefully our sink will be fixed on Tuesday because we can't use our dishwasher right now as well. We're having a good time over here. I've also noticed my door has like never been able to close. The hinges are like slightly off, and there's so much paint caked on the door. Correction credit to Zircon. There's so much paint caked on like the metal part of the door. I have to like use so much force to open and close my door. And I think doing that has broken my door handle. Like it's coming off of my door. And I'm gonna need to file a maintenance report for that. And then one of our windows was like broken, so we had to get them to fix it, and then they just sealed it shut. So now instead of staying open, it's shut closed. We're having a good time. Yeah, apartments are fun. But I don't hear anything from my neighbors, and so I'm not really complaining. Our apartment's a little broken. Oh no, our apartment. It's broken. Also, I can show any like chat on the text. What if I just what happens if I show multiple things? Oh, it only shows one. It is a tad quirky. Oh wait, no, this would be great for answering questions. Okay, so there's your story. What was another question? I think I think I've explained this before, and I'm gonna keep explaining it. Obviously, as more people join. Yeah. So literally, actually, this would have been a year ago. A year ago, I was like making my branding and stuff, right? And I had like a list of cool words that I could use as like my name, I guess. And I chose bones from that list. It was a very short list. It was really the only option. Bum, 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 bum. This is great for Q&As, just showing one chat message. What a setup we've got here, ladies and gents, and others. What was I saying? Oh yeah, bones. So I came up with bones, and I'm a sucker for like two noun usernames, like two things combined into one to make a username, kind of thing. And so I was looking for. I guess I was mostly looking for an animal. Would I ever? Okay, wait, we'll get to that after. I was looking for like a cool animal that would work. Like that one looks cool, and two would sound cool in a username. And I had looked up like list of cool animals with horns, and and found addicts and thought they were funny because their horns are pretty cool and their hair is actually really similar to mine. If you've seen me IRL, um, at least at the time, their hair was very similar to mine, which I thought was funny, and it fit nicely. Gnar. It does sound like addicts. But yeah, if you're unaware, addicts are. And I absolutely love the Wikipedia page. Maybe I can try and show you the Wikipedia page for addicts. I wonder if that would work. This might break everything. Now you can retype. Let me show you my favorite Wikipedia page. Oh wait, the music is gonna get better if I do this. Hold on, just wait. Yes, I will. Let's do this one. Okay, this works so far. So, this is an addex if you're unfamiliar. Hey, Fishy. You do exist. Amazing. So, yeah, so this is an addex for anyone unfamiliar. They are a white antelope or screwhorn antelope. Stream elements. Zershi? Zershi. That's an interesting name. Oh, they're in Morocco. I kind of knew that. Okay, let me show you my favorite Bovidae family. Give it a minute. Zerky. Zerky. Oh, I just misread it then. Sorry. Is this loading properly? Okay, Zerky? Yep. Okay, Bovidae are so funny. Okay, chill. This is my favorite table. It's the Bovidae family. um, and so over here we've got like gazelles and stuff like that, right? We've got like Impala has its own section. This is my favorite table. We've got Dicks over here. They're fun. And then we've just got like bison and buffalo as well. Yeah, it does. Goats are over here. And then we've got this one. just in chat. I'll go through them in chat and I'll display them. So, and then we have like subfamilies of Hippotryginae, right? Mostly are kind of antelope-ish things that look really cool. They have fun like facial markings. I love oryxes, are so fun. Look at this guy. Fringe-eared oryx. Look at him. He's so cool looking. And then Addax is like its own separate thing. Because like oryx has all these different like subsection. Addax is just on its own. It's so funny. But yeah, I thought they were funny looking. and so they became my brand somehow. Okay. Does that answer that question? Oh wait, no, you can't see the screen then. Or you can't hear the music. Okay. This is such a weird layout. Why would I want this? We're using it. Is there a way that I can... Is there a way I can pop this up? Oh, maybe? Does this do it? Sorry. That actually didn't do what I wanted. Actually, wait. What if I... Oh, wait, we could just do this. Hold on. This is better. This is better. Ever so slightly, this is better than microphone music. And then you just get to see door. You know what? This works. This works. Okay. There, that's much better quality than me pointing the mic at my speakers. What is my playlist? It's this is my streaming playlist. Since we're here, we're gonna answer this. We're not going through all of my playlists because this is my personal Spotify. But this is my... I've got a couple streaming playlists. I think it's over 36 hours. Let me check on my app. It'll tell me on my app. I lied. It's 82 hours long. I make really long playlists. Don't even worry about it. It's literally just all songs that I know are DMCA free and are able to play. So we've got scroll to random place, see what loads. If it loads. Voez, which is a really fun game. It's a rhythm game on my phone that I'd love to stream, but it's on my phone. We've got Arcade Player. Oh, Fishy, what's your question? Yeah, I also have another playlist that's a bit smaller for stream that doesn't have all the songs with like lyrics in it, so it's mostly game soundtracks. That's good for other things. Good question. Thank you for your question. I mean, I think I will at some point. I don't think it's on my list. I will add it though. Actually, I might be. If it's not, I'll add it to my list. I don't see why not. So yeah, probably at some point. I know that's like your favorite game. That would be very fun to have to watch you play me Terraria. That wasn't the sentence I meant. To have you have to watch me try and play Terraria. Terraria? Terraria? I don't know. All right. Good night, Fishy, and probably Corey as well. Good night, both of you. Thanks for stopping by and asking questions. But yeah. Terraria. Okay. Terraria. Let's go back to my playlist. Yeah, and then I have this is my I think 36-hour playlist. Pardon for streaming. Terraria. Good night, Corey. Good night. Good night. Good night. Sleep well. Have a good day at school tomorrow. But yeah. Toodles. Aw, Fishy, my sound effects aren't working. I'll just do one manually. Boo. Once I get back on my computer, I'll redeem like a bunch of sound. I'll redeem a bunch of channel points to everyone. Damn, bro. Yeah. This playlist is just kind of mostly video game soundtracks. Don't appear in my doorway. That's terrifying. Just stream setup we've got here, everybody. We're doing good. Oh boy. Let's go back to how do I nope. Go back. Tekken. Oh no, that was just Tekken that we were playing. Clark. This works. Okay. Does that answer the playlist question? Who knows? What was another question? Oh, here's the other question. Would I ever try hot Dr. Pepper? Um, I don't think I've ever tried normal Dr. Pepper, but like maybe. I'm not big into pop. I don't like carbonation. I don't like it. Like I don't like carbonated pop. I also don't have like anything really that has caffeine. Well, I guess iced tea kind of has a bit of caffeine. Well, brisk iced tea does. Does this? My Compliments lemon iced tea naturally flavored juice box? I doubt this has caffeine in it. So yeah, sure, I'll try hot Dr. Pepper if I like go to your house maybe. I'm not gonna buy Dr. Pepper just to try it though. The only things I really drink are like iced tea or hot chocolate or London Fogs. London Fogs are good. I don't know how I This is probably the reason I sleep so much in class is because I don't have caffeine. You got me there, I guess. I used to have a lot of not a lot, but when I was younger, I was like, well, everyone loves pop so much, so I guess I need to also like pop. And so I like always had Pepsi. Packing list. No. You're like, gotta go to the grocery store to go visit Bones. What do we need? Honey, Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I don't. I've never liked coffee. My mom's never liked coffee until like a year ago. Frame photo of Highland Cow, VR headset, and Dr. Pepper, two heat. Yeah. I don't mind it too much in like Smirnoffs because it's not too bad, but I don't know. I just drink water. I love some water. Yeah. You've 8 to 10 glasses? Wow. I have a water bottle. I drank maybe 1 to 2 of this water bottle. I actually have no clue how much is in this. Does it tell me? Hand wash, made in China, BPA free. Warning, do not microwave. Well, that's good to know. I don't know. It's one of the water bottles with like the straw in it. It's like a pretty big water bottle. So yeah, I usually have this at least once or twice a day, depending. Yeah, sometimes I'll have a little Kool-Aid jammer. That's always fun. That's the thing. Both of my parents very addicted to pop. Like very. My mom had a Coke addiction at one point. That's Coca-Cola for clarification. um, my dad's always like, I don't know what his favorite pop is. He just really likes pop. I think more of a Pepsi, maybe? Or root beer. He has a lot of root beer, I think. My mom Coke addiction? Yeah, now she's only on Diet Coke. I've had iced coffee a couple times, but I'm just not the biggest fan of coffee in general. But iced coffee is less coffee, so it's not bad. Turkon, weren't you mentioning Dr. Pepper mixed with rum, which I don't think would be that bad. Because you have rum and Coke a lot. Coca-Cola again. I do love when you're sick and you get like some some Canada Dry ginger ale. That's always good. Yeah, probably because it like explodes or something. I don't know. Nice. We usually only get it if one of us is sick. I think my mom usually has Sprite to make mojitos, at least recently. Yeah. It's so fun. What is it about ginger ale that's just like okay, well I know what it is. It's like carbonation like settles your stomach when it's like messed up or something. Or no, it's the ginger. It's not the carbonation. It's ginger. That's what helps it. So like lemon and ginger tea would also help, but like something about Canada Dry ginger ale is just that too. I love eating like straight ginger is always fun, especially the pickled ginger they give you with sushi. Because I remember once in class, I had like a cooking class and we were using ginger, and a bunch of people were like daring each other to take a bite out of like the ginger root, which is so stupid. Really? Like I'm not good with spicy stuff, but ginger is such a different spice. That's not that bad. Like it like it kind of hurts, but it tastes good. Straight ginger as opposed to vibe check food. That's fair. If you eat straight ginger, it does give you a little bit of a whoa, like I'm a human kind of reality check. I think I had another story, but I don't remember it. What was it? Hmm. Did you ever do that cooking stream? Oh, you did. Oh, I missed it. What is it? Non-affiliates. There's your VOD safe for like a month, don't they? Mashed potatoes. I love potatoes. Potatoes are easy to cook. Like just fry some potatoes, throw some seasonings. You're good. They taste great. Should make that tomorrow. Oops. I keep thinking I should make like a cooking video, cooking vlog. Fair. Cooking streams are always fun. And it makes sense for at least what you're studying to do cooking related stuff. It's like Trisha Birdie, I know she does a lot of just like showing people how to cook and stuff and bake or whatever. Cause she has like worked in really high star restaurants, but she just streams on Twitch as well. I don't know anyone else. I don't follow cooking streamers. Do they? That's interesting. That's very fun. Schools like Twitch stuff is always so like funny. Or like whenever institutions and stuff try to get on like social media, it's always just like really forced, I think. Maybe that's what it always feels like. Like they don't fully know the program that they're using. Or like when elections was happening and like a bunch of debates and stuff was just like on Twitch for some reason. That was wild. I remember that. That was wild. Here, let's find some more questions. What if I pretend to go to like a Twitter hashtag? I feel like I had a story. I forgot it. Yeah, that's kind of cool though. It's kind of cool, but kind of cringe. You know how it is. I think my school had like a Halloween thing. I didn't check it out though. I was busy. Sorry, sorry. I got on Twitter. I got distracted. Oh, okay. What would be what's a hashtag to search up to find like questions? Um, we'll just see what Q&A brings up on Twitter. Okay, let's find something in English. Hey, that's my tweet. Wait. This isn't what I wanted. None of this is English. None of this is helping me. Uh, Give me questions. Twitter. Oh yeah, I was gonna give an update on my computer. Meaning I was gonna tell you I've literally not gotten an update for my computer. When did they email me? When did they start fixing it? Let's see. It's already November 17th. Oh, here it is. Okay. So November 3rd, they started repairing it. So it's been like, oh my gosh. Too many days. It's been 2 weeks, like, fully, since they said it would only take a week. And it's still being repaired. So I think I'm on. Is this my 3rd week of streaming from my Chromebook? I think it's my 4th, because that was last week. That was a week ago. That was 2 weeks ago. Past broadcast. 3 weeks ago. Okay, yeah, so we're on 3 weeks. Yeah. That's amazing. I hate getting computer repairs done, because last time I had to get something done, I like left it at Memory Express, I think was the company. And they straight up forgot about my computer for a full month. And I was like, hey, so when am I getting my computer back? And they just said, oh, we forgot about it. And I went, awesome. Can I just have it back then? How long does it take? I think I would be fine with it if they were just more transparent about what exactly is happening with it. Like maybe they're waiting on parts to be shipped in, but then I'd like it if you would at least tell me, because from my point of view, it just looks like you have my computer and it's taking you 2 weeks to replace things, which I know it shouldn't. It should take like 2 hours. I don't know. Because most likely they're just waiting on stuff to arrive to them, right? Because they need to order parts. They need to order like 7 different parts for it, because like the whole thing got like messed up. Just in general, I wish computer companies would just kind of like explain things better to you when they're repairing your computer. But yeah, they said it would take a week, and it's been 2 weeks, and I still don't have a computer, which is great. So I've been using school computers for a lot of things. But yeah, that's my computer update. Slash non-update. School computers and Chromebook, yep. Neither of which I can download software onto. That's a good question. We'll put that up on the screen, shall we? I really want to play Animal Crossing. Because the new Animal Crossing update came out, and I really want to play Animal Crossing, like restart. I have an island from a year ago that I haven't really touched that much, so I'm just gonna like restart it, and we can have a little Animal Crossing series on the channel, which I think will be fun. Because I've been meaning to do Miitopia and Animal Crossing for forever. Yeah. And then at some point, I really want to set up a giant crab game lobby because it's already kind of dying out, but I haven't played it yet. And it's so funny. It's so bad. It's so funny. I want a giant crab game lobby. That's a weird angle. Thanks, Capcom. But yeah, Animal Crossing. I think will be my stream. And I think I'm just gonna try and stream Mondays and Wednesdays. We're also coming up on like Christmas, and I'm probably gonna need to go home for Christmas for at least a while. So I don't know if streams are gonna pause during that or not. I don't have a schedule yet. We will have to see. A lot of things are up in the air and dependent on a lot of other things. But yeah, I want to stream Animal Crossing. I want to do a Minecraft speedrun at some point soon. Soon being relative to when my computer gets back. And then we still need the Minecraft update comes out this month. Actually, like really soon, isn't it? At the end of this month? We're already more than halfway through this month. That's scary. But yeah, I've been postponing the next season of SMP SM3 so much because it requires 13 days. Yeah, guess it would. That's wild. The next like SM3 requires a lot of people to be available at the exact same time, which is kind of difficult with everyone being in school or most everyone being in school. And then it's going to be over Christmas, so that's difficult to figure out. Yeah, so I'm more so shooting for January for that. Potentially. Get them in a row. They're sitting in the corner there. Look at him. He's got headphones. But yeah. Have I explained on stream what the next season is going to be? I don't remember if I have or not. I guess I just won't. But it requires everyone to be on at the same time, so we need to find a time when everyone's available to be on at the same time, which is hard for 9 people. Yeah, those are some loose plans for when my computer gets back. I just want to play games again. Well, yeah, it's hard to discuss now because Christmas is coming up and I don't even have a computer, so. And we have discussed it, it's just not everyone has been a part of that discussion. Yeah. The only game I've been playing recently has been VOD, which is my rhythm game app on my phone. Which I've been playing since like 8th grade. On and off. Not like religiously, but like every couple months I'll remember that I have this game and then play it a couple times. And I want to figure out how to stream it, but it's on my phone, so I don't know how to do that. But yeah. In a bit more than a month, it is my 1-year stream anniversary. I don't know if I'm going to do anything for that or not. Because it's December 23rd, so I'll likely be at home again. It's like right before Christmas. I'll try and do it. What would we do for it? What are some fun things we could do? I think at least a little bit of Friday Night Funkin', because that's where I gained like a majority of, not a majority. I don't know. That's where I saw like my first spike, I guess, was playing Friday Night Funkin'. So that's definitely a game that I want to play. If we go all the way back, my first ever stream was Hypixel, so we could potentially do Hypixel again, like party games, Hypixel party games. I don't know. I also really want to play Amori again, but Amori's like a 20-hour game, or 25-hour in my case. So that doesn't really work. Yeah. Because Amori was also very fun to stream. If I ever did a subathon, I think it'd be really funny to just play Amori, and that's it. It's such a long game. But we could try and get like a different ending kind of thing. What are some other things? What am I known for? What am I known for on here, guys? What do I do here? Besides stream from a Chromebook. It's probably not going to be that big of a thing. Man, that's fine. That's why I think we'll probably mainly do like Hypixel or something. Or I guess SM3 as well. I have not streamed SM3 in forever. One, because I don't have a computer, and two, because I don't know. I just like haven't. Yeah. Hopefully I'm able to stream it. We shall see. Goblin's always there. But yeah, I want to go on. There's been so many changes. Oh. I never have like projects in Minecraft. Or I guess I kind of have ideas, but I don't know. I want to make some videos on our SM3 so far. And I guess I could potentially use the school for that, but I don't really want to go on the school computers to make a Minecraft video. It would be pretty funny. One of my classes is like kind of an intro to editing, just like in general. And so for our latest project, we're using Premiere in a very simple way to create a 2-minute video. Echo Raid. I don't have any overlays. Echo Raid. Hi, Echo. We're doing a Q&A. Feel free to drop some cues. Ha, funny lingo. I mean, yeah, but it's just funny. They're like these giant computers. Yo, thanks for the follow, Amanda Panda. If you don't know who I am, my name is Bones. I'm on a Chromebook. My computer is being repaired for the past 3 weeks. So I've been streaming on a Chromebook. So we're just doing very simple things right now. Hi, welcome. We're just doing just chatting because it's the only thing that won't destroy my computer at all. I laugh at a lot of things. It's very easy to make me laugh. I will say we're 6 followers away from our follower goal. Jerome Boom, yes. Yeah, Jerome Boom. It's my own mic. My mic works, so I plug that into the Chromebook. I'm not like using the Chromebook mic. Gosh, that would be so much worse. I really enjoy good audio quality. Stream Elements, what are you doing? Thank you. I've been told before I have a nice voice. It still gets me every time. It didn't run an ad because I'm on a Chromebook. I don't know. Stream Elements is doing its own thing. I don't think it ran an ad. It's very, yeah. I don't know. I've been told my voice is nice, so that's good. Even better, I'm faceless, so it's kind of important that my voice is good at least. No ad money. Thanks for following your agender friend. How are you? How is everyone? How was Echo's stream? Did you finish Undertale? You better have... You were at like the Metaton fight though. That's kind of close to the end. It was interesting. Was Dawson interesting? Thanks for popping in and thanks again for the follow. Have a good sleep. I appreciate it. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them. We're just chatting. Thank you. Yeah. My mic is even usually a bit better than this because I'm able to add a couple just like filters. Not like voice filters, but just like equalizers and like make it more leveled out on my normal setup. Thank you. Uh, it's extremely scuffed setup that we've got going on here. But I'm glad this website allows me to have a little avatar. It'll probably be different if you come back next time. I've been testing out like a bunch of different I've been testing out a bunch of different websites because you can't download anything on a Chromebook, so I can't download OBS. And so I'm just using like free websites that only have 7-day trials. So every week it's a different setup. They're all slightly the same though. It's interesting. So true, Stream Elements. Feel free to follow. If we hit 100 followers, I'm gonna try and play Getting Over It by Benny Foddy. Or with Benny Foddy? I don't remember. Yeah. That's also depending on when my computer gets back to me. It's being repaired because a cat spilled a bunch of water on it. Like a lot of water on it. Yeah, Zircon very much wants me to play this because I don't get mad very often. So it's going to be an interesting stream. I had a thought of like trying to put chat on the little side there, but I'm scared of opening up Stream Manager and it crashing. Maybe we could try that. Oh, but I don't know. What were we talking about before? I don't remember. Thank you. That's kind of my goal, I guess, is to make funny stuff, but I'm also very chill. I can't deny that. I do, yeah. You gotta take advantage of it. Every now and then, I just do like reading streams where I'll read a little story. They're very chill, little bedtime stories. Okay, well, they're not bedtime stories. They are. Well, I read a Lovecraft earlier because it was like Halloween, and I've read 17776, which is like a sci-fi thing. Is there no music? Maybe it's just quiet. Can you hear that now? Yeah, sci-fi weird thing. It was a lot of fun. Weird sci-fi football story. We got to read part 2 at some point. But yeah, my streams range from chill to Cars 3, basically. Yeah. If you're interested, go check out my YouTube channel. Cars 3 Driven to Tears. That was so long ago, but I'm still so proud of that video. The top videos that I'm like most proud of, like editing wise, have been Cars 3, my Cars 3 video. Sci-fi is weird. That's kind of the point of it. I don't know how to describe the football story though, dude. It's so weird. Yeah. I have it highlighted on my Twitch channel if you ever want to. I don't know. But yeah, my favorite videos that I've made, like editing wise, have been the Cars video, which is me and Dawson from Echo Stream, tried to kind of speed run this game. Did you send it? Or do you spend a clip? What clip is that? That is my top clip, actually. That's literally just like my top clip ever. It's so good. Oh no, we play a lot of different games here. We do a lot of different things, and I enjoy that. I'm so bad I can't stick to one game or series. Good for him. But yeah. Second favorite video that I've made, Cookie Day. Editing wise. Oh, which clip is this? Good for him. I see. Cookie Day just because of like the 20 seconds near the end. I'm really proud of my editing and I really enjoy that. I'm in this one. Hey, look, Mom, it's me. But yeah, I don't know. My stuff is very organized. At least I hope it is. It's organized in a way that I understand it, and hopefully new viewers will understand it. So I have like full playthroughs of games and like categories. Still no music. Oh. Accident free clip. You should have told me there wasn't music before. Or is it just quiet? Yeah, but I've always got to have like music on just like all the time. Oh, fair. Fair enough. Potentially. I can't tell. Yeah, my streams are very much. Most streams, I think, are very much just like put in the background. You do other things. And I am totally fine with that, dude. I just like chatting and playing games. Streaming forces me to play games a lot of the time because then I see it as productive. Prepare things is so ominous. Yeah, it's not the easiest, I've realized. Solo streaming is very difficult if you don't have a plan and don't have an active chat. So I'm very thankful that y'all are chatting today, because otherwise I don't have much to talk about. But it also makes it much more of like a conversation, which is always fun. Yeah, Zircon is amazing to have in chat. For that reason. Yeah, it's hard to start with. So when I was starting, I'd play like Hypixel or whatever, and I still have it on my phone, a little notes app of like stories I wanted to tell for that stream. My first ever video, which geez, so long ago, is of me just like on Hypixel telling a bunch of stories from like jobs I've worked at. That's so funny. I don't know how to respond to these comments, so I'm just gonna start laughing. That's my like go-to response. It's we're very chill today. I've been napping all day. It's been a lazy day. We've just been chilling. Oh man, yeah. I'd love to be a bit more chaotic, but it's hard for me to on my own. Yeah. Turkey? What is that? What are you basted? I don't think I've ever seen that. That's just a global emote. That's interesting. Chaos. Or chouse. I know. It's such a bad word. In terms of like, it's not a swear word, obviously. In terms of just like how it looks. Yeah. It makes sense because it is the word chaos and havoc. Yeah, I'd love to be more chaotic. Pokemon playthroughs are always chaotic, I think. I can't wait to do Pokemon again. Says the chaos word. Merry Christmas. Thanksgiving already passed for me, so Christmas is next up. Is it Black Friday this Friday? I never know. Our Canada Thanksgiving is at a different time than US. It is. It should be this weekend, right? Black Friday also seems terrifying in the US. It's very chill here. It's the 26th. Interesting. Okay, so it's not this weekend. Oh, that does make sense. Because we have to harvest stuff earlier because it starts to snow like October. Can't harvest stuff after it snows. That makes sense. I've never thought about that. Why is the song so familiar? Maybe I just listened to it a lot. Sips coffee. If you have BTTV and are on a computer, I have quite a few BTTV emotes enabled. The sad thing is I can't see them because I'm looking at chat on my phone. Roach. Don't have it's so late. Ender. Fair enough. What happened there? What happened there? Are we still good? Okay. Dude, stop. Stop heating up your Dr. Peppers. Okay. The music stopped and I got scared. Oh, that's interesting. I have this mug. I don't think I've ever posted a photo of it. It was one time today already. I have this mug that I got at a Value Village that is absolutely amazing, and it says Bones Coffee on it. And I don't drink coffee, but I had to get it. It looks handmade. This is definitely handmade. It was made in 2019, hand thrown. It is handmade. That's great. It's now my favorite mug for when I need to drink hot chocolate. And really only hot chocolate. But yeah, any other questions? Any fun, funky questions? Here's a question. What's everyone's favorite game? What's everyone's favorite video game? What do I want for Christmas? I can never answer that. I'm so bad at making like a Christmas list. What would I want? What's one thing? Yeah, it's a Pride Heart. Twitch's emotes are very cool. I love Twitch's emote culture. It's so fun. Who would have guessed Zircon? Sorry. Makes sense. It's just such a solid game. I mean, yeah. I know. I swap between games really easily, so I don't have like one that's like my favorite. I really want to play that new racing game. It's like Forza Horizon or something. Horizon 5. I love open world racing games. But I've played so few of them. I just love like the concept. I think usually I do say Minecraft when someone asks my favorite game, because it's just the game I played the longest of my life. And there's like a lot you can do with it. Oh yeah, but you said Christmas list. What do I want for my Christmas list? Let's get this. What do I want for Christmas? What are you, my mother? She keeps texting me like, do you have a Christmas list yet? What would be a fun thing for Christmas? What do I need? What do I want? I'd love Miitopia for my Switch. That would be a fun gift. Sims is fun. That would be a good Christmas present. I think for me, Sims is good for like 10 hours one day and then like not touching it for like 2 months. Unless you have like a plan or something you want to accomplish. Maybe I should just get like better at building. on The Sims. I know Echo plans to do a Sims series, and I kind of do, but more excited for Echoes. Oh, is that the new one with the what's the guy's name? The puppet something. Is it Puppet then? Is it just Mr. Happy? I've seen that guy around so often lately. I've never seen it though. I should put that on my list though. That would have been a good one to play on Halloween if my computer didn't break. I used to get like so scared of like scary movies and stuff, and I don't know why. Like scary games don't get me that much, so I want to try more horror games to see if I can get like scared, because games get me more scared than movies, because movies are so predictable and games are so much more personal. But yeah, that's the one with like the big blue guy with the big mouth. Big smile. Yeah, Huggy Wuggy, that's his name. Yes, that's the one. That's what I'm thinking of. Interesting. I'll put on my list. I like making lists. I'm that kind of person. I make lists of everything. So I have a list of like games that I really want to play on stream. But there's so many. There's so many. I think it's at least like 3 to 4 pages of a Google Doc. If you do !game, you can see all the list if you really want. But I'll put it on the list at some point. And Terraria, I have to put those two on. I love that. I love when Fishy Dude regular in this chat does the like... Oh, how does he do it? Hold on. What's the emotes that he does? It's like this, and then... Oops. Wait. I love Voez. This. This is always funny. I love, like, combination of emotes. Sorry. I should get water. I've been talking for 2 hours, and I haven't drank water. Yeah, that's fun. Brain slug. Dorito. Why Dorito slash? What's... What? Sorry, I'm just wondering how I could potentially put my phone on the computer. I don't know. I think I tried to hook up my Switch to the Chromebook to see if that would work. I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, no. Just thinking of how I would use it on my normal computer, it requires another thing, so that's not gonna work. Hopefully my computer's back before next week. Please. The good thing is it was still under warranty, so it's not costing me anything to get it replaced or fixed or whatever. Which is amazing. Your Cheeto Puff melted in your hand. I like Cheetos. You better have washed off your hand before typing that. Wait. Wet hands. Yeah, how long were you holding it? You just sitting there? Like an M&M? Like when you hold like an M&M too much and the dye like leaks onto your hands. But just with a Cheeto Puff. I mean, sure. That'd be cool. I don't know how you were physically gonna ever get it to me. Cheeto Puff. You'll mail it, I guess. I'd have to give you my mailing address. Oh, near Halloween, Cheetos had like a... They had like skeleton-shaped, like, Cheetos, I think. But they just had like bones on the bag, which is really funny. My name's Bones, if that joke doesn't make sense to anyone. But I have a photo. I'm not going to share it because it has my face in it. I just have a photo of me eating a bag of bones from Halloween. Where is it? Wait, this is right before Halloween. I should get like a giant skeleton. Like a skeleton thing. Those would be so funny. Yeah, so many like nouns are just ruined, like in everyday contexts. That's usually just kind of what happens when you're online, and most people pick like nouns and stuff to go by, so. Yeah, like Echo. A 10-pound bag of bones? Oh, for like soup. Oh, but you're Cheeto. Bone soup. It's so bad. Yeah, if I have bone stock soup, is that cannibalism? Obviously not, but that'd be funny. Do you have more Cheeto Puffs? What do Cheeto Puffs do if you put them in the microwave? Yeah, they are endangered animals. Or maybe they're like I think they're either endangered or like one step before endangered. Well, yeah, but they still are used to make this stock. I don't think you can eat bones. They're very difficult to eat. Why is like wedding music being played? I think that would count actually, yeah. You take all their flavor. Oh no. Ender's gonna steal my flavor. So bad. I'm sorry. Oh, you did put it in the microwave? That's how it melted? Well, wait, how long did you put it in the microwave? This is important. One time I tried putting grapes in the microwave because apparently it like creates plasma, but it just kind of made warm grapes. Really an eventful story. It just made hot grapes. Like, oh no. Not Addict's Bones soup. Is that a threat? That could be a threat. How do people do just chatting streams and just sit here and talk? Only slightly a threat. Your poor Cheeto Puff. We must hold a funeral. My friends and I used to hold like funerals for anything minor like that happened. Like I think one time we dropped like a like an apple juice bottle behind like some bleachers or something, and then we like held a funeral for it. Or at least we said we were going to, but then we just never did. Or there was this one time, if you played like Minecraft Pocket Edition in like grade 5 with like the lifeboat servers. What is that emote? Kipo. That's so odd. Back when like lifeboat like Minecraft servers on Pocket Edition were a thing, like Hunger Games servers, my friends would spend like lunchtime just playing on them, or we'd just like watch my one friend play. I don't know. I was watching my friend play like Hunger Games, and they had teamed up with this one dude, and they were going like a couple rounds, like they were just in the same lobby. They're going like a couple rounds together, and it was like we were forming just like this bond with this dude over Minecraft. And then and then he must have like disconnected or something in the middle of a match, because he just like stopped moving and like his arms stopped moving. And so we're like, no, he stopped breathing. And then we held a funeral for him. We never saw him again. Still think about that to this day. Stinky cheese, sure. um, here. First off, I am slightly lactose intolerant, but I do still have cheese. I don't know a lot of types of cheese, but yeah, I like cheese. Just like simple cheddar, just shredded cheddar cheese. I don't think I've met someone who like dislikes cheese. That seems like a weird thing. Oh, Dawson! Oh my gosh, Dawson showed me the best video yesterday that involved cheese, like a cheese fondue thing. Oh, should I try and pull it up? It might not work. It might not load. I don't think I could eat blue cheese because it's like visible mold is not appealing. Awesome. Grant, I've never tried blue cheese, but I don't think I want to. Oh, PlayStation. Oh, I love this one. It's not good. I know. I don't think I want to try it. I'm okay. I can live life without trying blue cheese. I would love a cookie. I love cookies. I'm all out of Oreos. Makes sense. My roommate and I made cookies for Halloween, but we never made icing for them, so we just have like uniced, boring cookies that have been sitting there in the fridge for weeks. We really should decorate them. But neither of us have time. I'm just jamming out. Oh, Halloween cookies! It's so good. We just use like the Pillsbury. Okay, well, we use like the Pillsbury dough, right? And then you like split it into little balls or whatever, and then you just put on a cookie tray. But they all just melted together to form just the sheet of cookie. The cookie did not like that. So yeah, we just have like a cut up sheet of cookies in containers in our fridge. They don't taste bad, but it's just like they're missing icing. I love just cookie dough, just straight cookie dough. That's so good. Because you can just make edible cookie dough. Yeah, I've made vegan cookie dough before. They very much do, yes. Cookie dough ice cream is also really good. I had a cooking class in like middle school or junior high or whatever, and one of my friends in my group, because we were put into groups and we had to cook together, one of my friends was vegan, so all of our recipes had to be vegan. So he made like vegan like muffins once, I think, which then just kind of ended up in us eating like a lot of the batter before even making the muffins. But it's just really easy. You just kind of replace eggs with just like chia seeds and water. And then you can just like cook flour before you bake it, and then you're fine. And you don't get salmonella. Yeah, it's like stream beats, music, or whatever. We can try and find a really fun song. Hold on. I gotta scroll down. I've got a lot of songs on here. Yeah. This might be it. I don't really have much else to talk about. It's already been 2 hours. Oh, I gotta try either the other route or just the Spamton battle for Deltarune when my computer gets back. Because I haven't done that yet. Yeah. That might be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining and for sticking around. If you haven't followed already and you enjoyed this for some reason, I'd appreciate it. This was fun. This was very chill, but it was fun. Had fun. Good times. I'm gonna see if I can potentially raid someone from my phone. Tell me what this looks like. I see. Yeah. Your username's easy to read-ish. It's just your agender friend. Hey, open my chat. Hey. Oh, it disconnected my chat. Hold on. Go back. Go back. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Can I raid from my How do you spell Spieler properly? Let's hope this is it. I can't spell. Spieler. Spielermon? There it is. Okay, did that do anything? Oh, it did! Oh, we can raid. That's amazing. Join the raid. You get channel points. Go say hi to Spieler. But yeah. Thank you all for joining. I'll hopefully be here next week. Hopefully my computer's here. If not, we'll just do this again. But yeah. Follow me on Twitter and YouTube and everything. I appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around. Go say hi to Spieler. Ask him how his dog is doing. So true, stream elements. But yeah, I hope you all have a good night or whatever. Have a good rest of your day. I appreciate you being here. Bye! You have a good day too, thank you.